Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They called a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So out come the Falcons now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that one.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
11.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Let's go.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Gun.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, South.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Brings it out to the flat for Freeman. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Tuesday.
To throw again is Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Gun. Hey, gun. Ready,
third down, Ryan. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go. Hey, South.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Smith with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
22.
They'll run here with Freeman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
26, check 26. Quarter.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. 54, South. Here we go. 12. Here I come.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. tight end Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
12.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 96 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, and that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Space.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, with people calling dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a free way to go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We got 4. We got 4.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
Watch 7. Watch 7.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
26. Set.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
AB.
Ben to throw again. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here now come the Falcons. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hurry up, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go. Feels right. Crunch time. Set.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
45.
Luther,
Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
set. Blue 30.
Mike, check. 59. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Blue, there's a...
Check 59, Mike.
You good? You coming across?
59.
On second down, Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a lead now up to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. What a spin. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do have some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Like I said.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. It turned into a really nice play.
Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That's how we do it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Ryan, incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11.
One set, eyes up, one set.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight ends right.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, wait. 11. Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Space.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Gun.
Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Gun.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
11. Space. Ready to go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Jack!
21. Mike 34.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wait.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Freeman again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Hey, Tuesday. 20. Ready to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. Complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Tighten up.
11.
Hey, check Mike 30.
Hey, gun.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
Let's go!
Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
4 down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gun. 20.
Back to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Let's go. Pick it up,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Gun.
He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
21.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that time. They weren't. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Tight right.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Single receiver.
He's back to throw, and he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love it.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 65 yards. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He'll get it up the middle. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Steelers have won the game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.